As the deadly Esparto explosion investigation continues, the state fire marshal tells KCRA 3 investigates a new task force will review state regulations to close any loopholes.
KCRA 3's Liz Ametry spoke one-on-one with the fire marshal, Daniel Berlant.
Colston, our investigative team was first to report that while the company storing fireworks in Esparto had federal and state licenses, it did not have a county permit, and that's one of the gaps the state fire marshal is hoping a new task force could address.
It's been more than 1 month since explosions at a fireworks facility in Esparto left 7 people dead. While investigators are digging into what happened in the past to cause this in the first place, others are focused on what needs to change in the future to prevent this from ever happening again.
We are going to be putting together a task force.
State Fire Marshal Daniel Berlant says the task force will include law enforcement and fire service leaders, all looking at state regulations to close any loopholes.
Now the law says you must get a state license from us to have pyrotechnics, and that you then must go to local jurisdiction to get a local permit.
But KCRA 3 investigates first revealed, in this case, 2 companies, Black Star Fireworks and Devastating Pyrotechnics, both had state licenses, yet neither had local permits. And right now, nothing requires local and state authorities to communicate. So for years, it went unnoticed.
We feel that it can be within our regulatory authority to add language to make sure that that folks are getting their local permits and that they're providing notification to the state so that we can be somewhat of the checks and balances.
Even on the state level, Devastating Pyrotechnics may not have had all the proper licenses. It was licensed for importing and exporting, for wholesale, and for public displays, but
Devastating Pyrotechnics was not licensed to be a manufacturer in the state of California.
Yet in a 2023 proposal to do a fireworks show in Rio Vista, the company marketed itself as one of the premier manufacturers of display pyrotechnics in the western U.S. And the deadly explosions also exposed inconsistencies between state and federal requirements for fireworks licenses.
The law does not allow me to deny a license for anybody that has a felony unless that felony is related to explosives or arson or other fire-related crimes.
Based on federal law, though, any felony conviction disqualifies someone from getting an ATF explosives license. So while Devastating Pyrotechnics CEO Kenneth Chee had a criminal history that would have prevented him from getting an ATF license, he could still get a state license.
The task force may look at making some statutory recommendations to the legislature, but our focus within our authority is the regulations. Our regulations are there in place to make sure that Californians can do business with fireworks, but that they do it safely.
So that's an important distinction, state law versus state regulations. Berlant wants to put a task force together in the next few months to focus on changing those regulations. And sometimes that process can take years, but he says in a situation like this where lives are at risk, CAL FIRE will request emergency authority, and hopefully that could speed up the process.
Yeah, I'm glad you were able to talk to him. He's focusing on loopholes there at the state level. It seems like, though, that at the local level, we've got a bit of a disconnect there.
Yeah, there were still several questions there. We know the Esparto fire chief, the day after the explosions, he was saying he was aware of the facilities. One of his own firefighters was connected to the fireworks companies there, yet at the same time the county was saying fireworks were not allowed. So did the fire department know fireworks were stored there, but the county didn't? Ultimately, the county is the agency that needed to know, because the county was the only one with the power to issue the proper permit, which would have then led to inspections. So that is something we continue to look into.
Yeah, we know you'll get those answers. Liz, thank you so much.